Can you figure out what it is? This is message 559, day 26 in the New Year Resolution Challenge, and this message is dedicated to Conan Clay Whitaker. Maya Angelou was commissioned to write a poem for the 50th anniversary of the United Nations. It's titled A Brave and Startling Truth. She repeats the refrain, quote, when we come to it. I'm going to read the poem in its entirety for our morning message today, and as you hear it, text me back what you believe she is trying to convey it is. When we come to what? You know, the word poem comes from the Greek word that means workmanship. Poems are kind of magic because by combining different words, new worlds are crafted in the imagination. This is why music is so powerful, because they're basically poems set to song and they stick in the head. We think different and new thoughts and feel different and new emotions. And the effect is acting in new and different ways. Well, let this poem work its magic on you and tell me what you believe it is. A brave and startling truth. We, this people, on a small and lonely planet traveling through casual space past aloof stars across the way of indifferent suns, to a destination where all signs tell us it is possible and imperative that we learn a brave and startling truth. And when we come to it, to the day of peacemaking, when we release our fingers from fists of hostility and allow the pure air to cool our palms, when we come to it, when the curtain falls on the minstrel show of hate and faces sooted with scorn are scrubbed clean, when the battlefields and Colosseum no longer rake our unique and particular sons and daughters up with the bruised and bloody grass to lie in identical plots in foreign soil, when the rapacious storming of the churches, the screaming racket in the temples have ceased, when the pennants are waving gaily, when the banners of the world tremble stoutly in the good, clean breeze. When we come to it, when we let the rifles fall from our shoulders and children dress their dolls in flags of truce, when landmines of death have been removed and the aged can walk into evenings of peace, when religious ritual is not perfumed by the incense of burning flesh, and childhood dreams are not kicked awake by nightmares of abuse. When we come to it, then we will confess that not the pyramids with their stones set in mysterious perfection, nor the gardens of Babylon hanging as eternal beauty in our collective memory, not the Grand Canyon kindled into delicious color by western sunsets, nor the Danube flowing its blue soul into Europe, not the sacred peak of Mount Fuji stretching to the rising sun, neither Father Amazon nor Mother Mississippi, who, without favor, nurture all creatures in the depths and on the shores. These are not the only wonders of the world. When we come to it, we, this people, on this minuscule and kithless globe, who reach daily for the bomb, the blade, and the dagger, yet who petition in the dark for tokens of peace, we, this people, on this mote of matter, in whose mouths abide cankerous words, which challenge our very existence, yet out of those same mouths come songs of such exquisite sweetness that the heart falters in its labor and the body is quieted into awe. We, this people on this small and drifting planet, whose hands strike with such abandon that in the twinkling life is sapped from the living, yet those same hands can touch with such healing and irresistible tenderness that the haughty neck is happy to bow, and the proud back is glad to bend. Out of such chaos, of such contradiction, we learn that we are neither devils nor divines. When we come to it, we, this people, on this wayward floating body, created on this earth, of this earth, have the power to fashion for this earth a climate where every man and every woman can live freely without sanctimonious piety, without crippling fear. When we come to it, we must confess that we are the possible, we are the miraculous, the true wonder of this world. That is when, and only when, we come to it. That's the last line of A Brave and Startling Truth by Maya Angelou. What is it when we come to what?